All right, y'all, welcome to the show. We are going deep skis today, y'all. So in just a second, Trump was caught on a hot mic making a corrupt deal, and this was all at the fake Gaza peace agreement that he had put together. So we'll talk about that. Got multiple embarrassing videos from that event. We also have yet another update. Israel has yet again violated the peace agreement. A shock to nobody, since they violated the Lebanon one 4,500 times. I wish I was kidding. I'm not at all kidding. So we'll talk about that. We'll also get to J.D. Vance getting pummeled to his fat, smug face by the ABC host, George Stephanopoulos. We have the dark secret reason that Trump is sending $20 billion to Argentina. That's wild. And then we'll get to the evil billionaire Peter Thiel has completely and utterly lost his mind. And later on, sloppy Steve Bannon shocks everybody and says the quiet part out loud. You don't want to miss that segment. So everybody do me a big favor. Please subscribe to the channel. As you all know, that helps out a lot. Spreads the videos around the algorithm. That makes a big difference. Gets a lot more eyeballs on the channel. You can support the show on Patreon. $2 a month goes a long way. $5 a month goes a long way because, as you all know, this is real independent media. I've never talked to an advertiser. I've never done an ad read. I've never talked to a billionaire or anything like that. Very proud of what we built here, and you guys made that possible. So thank you again. You could also tip with that thanks button on YouTube if you're so inclined. And you can sign up for Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. That link is below. That'll give you access to every interview we do. And go subscribe to the Corn's World YouTube channel where we do live Kyle and Corn episodes. Try to do them every single week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it, y'all. So let's start with this. Let me give you some updates from what happened yesterday. So, guys, this is what Trump does. He's the master of theater. He's the master of being a bullshit artist and playing pretend. This is probably, honestly, his most impressive quality is that he can really warp people's minds and make them think up is down and left is right and in is out, etc. It's kind of incredible how he gets away with it. So his whole life, through bluster and bravado, that's how he's gotten to where he is now. So here he is. He's at the festivities for this fake Gaza peace agreement, which, make no mistake about it, that's exactly what it is. Israel has already violated this thing multiple times. So here he is taking a picture with somebody from the UAE, because again, there's festivities at this gathering, right? And look at what he does. He points at the guy and he just says, "Lot of cash." He's got a lot of cash. Watch this.
Egypt has to go, yeah?
Bro, he thinks like a 5-year-old, dog. He thinks like a 5-year-old. A lot of money, unlimited money. I like money. Do you like money? I love money. Yeah, we know you do. We know you do, which is why you fucking robbed people and made a fake university, among many other crimes you committed. He didn't pay his architect who built one of his golf course clubhouses. He stiffed the plumbers and the electricians who did work for him. Anyway, I digress. We don't need to get off on a side rant. Let's continue here. So this is the corruption in plain sight. In Egypt, Trump was talking to the Indonesian president here, and he's heard discussing business. So Subianto, who's the president of Egypt, asked to speak to Eric, saying, quote, the region is not safe, secure. We'll look for a better place. Here we go. Watch. Ready?
This is a region not safe, secure. Can you meet Eric? Thank you. That's what it is. I told Harry also. I told Harry we'll look for a better place. Yeah, all of them. Okay. Thank you. I like that. We don't need.
So understand what he's telling him there. He's saying hey, this place that you want to build, your resort or your hotel or whatever, is not a safe place. It's not a good location. We'll find a better place. I'll find you a better place. That's what's going on here. Remember, this is at the same time we have They just opened up another Trump property. I believe it was what? Was it Scotland? It was Eric. It was somewhere in the UK. They opened up a new property. They have the property in Vietnam. Remember that? They have this big resort that they opened up in Vietnam. He's working on one in Oman right now. So they're building these Trump golf courses and hotels and stuff like that all over the world, right? And making money. Mind you, it is very clear, it is plain as day that this is unconstitutional. This is against the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution. The president cannot profit off the White House. That's exactly what he's doing. This is why Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm. He wasn't doing anything corrupt, but just the possibility that he could made him, okay, I'll sell the peanut farm and I'll maintain integrity. Trump is doing the fucking exact opposite, man, in every way, shape, and form. In every way, shape, and form. So building all these new properties, making all this money, never mind Jared taking $2 billion from Saudi Arabia, for example. Trump made $160 million from foreign countries in his first term. The second term is even worse with the crypto scams and everything else that's going on. This is insane. And here he is caught on a hot mic talking business. Remember, you're supposed to be the president of the United States. You're supposed to represent the interests of the American people. And here you are representing your own interests. By the way, remember, we talked about it the other day. Somebody in Trump's inner circle made $190 million by shorting the cryptocurrency market. And guess what? They shorted it immediately after that. Trump did an announcement of 100% tariff on China, which led the market to tank. So they had the foreknowledge. It was insider trading. They shorted the Bitcoin market, or I should say the crypto market overall. It went down. They made $190 million. Then they fucking cashed out. These are crimes, bro. These are crimes. These people are criminals. The stuff he's doing to gain off of his position as president of the United States is untenable. This is unacceptable, and everybody needs to acknowledge that. All right, more. So here's Trump talking about al-Sisi, the president of Egypt, and listen to what he says here. So he's going to phrase this as, this guy's anti-crime. He really cracks down on crime, and then I'll tell you what he actually means after you listen to it. Here we go.
This country is doing very well. It has good leadership. It's about leadership. And it's really nice when you say, how is your crime situation? And they don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean crime? We don't have crime. Because if he has crime, he puts it out very quickly. Some people think that's not nice, but I think it's great. Because people don't want to be mugged and smashed, and they don't want to be stupid people.
Mugged and smashed, like you mean what your ICE agents are doing to innocent people on a daily basis in America?
They have a place that is doing very well. We're very proud of it because we knew each other from the beginning. The first time I met, it was in a hotel, and I was going to meet him, and then Hillary Clinton was following me. Remember Hillary Clinton?
Okay, ready? So he's talking to Sisi here. Here's the reality, as Jim Stewartson points out. Al-Sisi runs an authoritarian military regime that runs entirely based on a state of exception or emergency powers. The Mukhabarat disappears and tortures people for spreading false news and insulting the state. So when Trump says, you take care of your crime, that's what he means. That's what he means. He's saying, you don't allow any dissent whatsoever. You crack down on anybody who disagrees with you, anybody who speaks up. Because remember, Mubarak was the dictator of Egypt. He was overthrown, and then there was a democratic election where this guy, Mohamed Morsi, won, right? Then Mohamed Morsi was overthrown in a military coup, and it's this guy who did it. It's Sisi who did it. And he is, without a doubt, a puppet to the West. But again, no free speech, no, Enlightenment values, no rights over there. And Trump is saying, we love the system this guy set up. He also did the same thing, by the way, at these events with Orban. He goes, we love Victor. Some people don't love him so much. Well, we love him, and I'm the only one that matters. That's what he said about Viktor Orban. By the way, Trump is following the Viktor Orban playbook for dictatorship here in this country. That's what's happening. More. This whole day, guys, was just one embarrassment after another. It's kind of amazing to me that these MAGA dolts are really trying hard to run with this success narrative online. You got the idiots like Piers Morgan and the trigonometry idiots, and all these MAGA pundits are going, what an amazing victory for our amazing president. This is incredible. Everybody should be thanking him and saying this is the best thing ever. Meanwhile, as I said, Israel already violated the deal. The guy's going around talking about corrupt dealings as this is happening. And here you have, listen to what he says as he signs this fake peace agreement, which already collapsed, mind you. Watch this. Ready? Here we go.
This took 3,000 years to get to this point. Can you believe it? And it's going to hold up, too.
It took 3,000 years to get to this point. Israel was created in 1948. What are you talking about? This is what old white guys who don't know anything about the world say when you bring up a conflict that's in the Middle East. Like, oh, they've been going at it for thousands of years. Totally not true. Completely and utterly bogus. As I said, Israel was created in 1948. And by the way, why are you acting like you actually solved Israel-Palestine and came up with some deal which will actually be the end-all be-all? Whether it be a one-state solution or a two-state solution or equal rights for everybody or separate states where they all have, equal rights as sovereign nations. No, this is just, you signed a fake peace agreement which has already been violated by Israel, which, by the way, includes Israel withdrawing from Gaza, where they keep 60% of the territory. What are you doing? This is amazing. And what's more amazing to me, as I said, is the idiots in the media who are going along with this and pretending like this is real. They're pretending like this is serious. Meanwhile, what do we just learn? Ready? Dropsite News says the following. Israel supporters are furious that CNN's Christian Amanpour accurately noted on air that Israeli captives have, quote, probably been treated better than the average Gazan. Here's footage of some of the 1,700 Palestinian captives released from Gaza. None were charged with any crime. Even after Israel determined it had no legal basis to hold them, they were kept as bargaining chips for future negotiations. Freed Palestinian prisoner Anan al-Shalabi, seen here with visible bruises, is among those released today. Several returning captives told Al Jazeera's Tariq Abu Azoum they were tortured, quote, more than once a day, electrocuted, and shot with rubber-coated bullets. One described the facility where they were held as a slaughterhouse. Another collapsed on the bus home. They spoke of never-ending torture, sleep deprivation, and deliberate starvation. So these are the pictures and the videos here. I would play them for you, but it's in a different language. So that's why I'm just relaying, what they said. We have Ryan Grimm. He also said the following. If a single hostage was treated like this, if a single Israeli hostage was treated like this for one day, it would be a story we'd hear for decades. Quote, several returning captives told Al Jazeera's Tariq Abu Azoum they were tortured more than once a day, electrocuted, shot with rubber-coated bullets. One described the facility as a slaughterhouse. So, just incredible, man. Just incredible. So this is how the thousands of Palestinian hostages are treated. Meanwhile, the overwhelming majority of the Israeli hostages are not treated like this at all. But you're not going to hear about that imbalance. By the way, also, one more thing. Ready? This is after all the festivities and after the parties and after the big signing ceremony and after the speeches in the Knesset. A civilian named Khalid Barbak was killed by Israeli gunfire in central Khan Yunis. Yet again, mark it down, another Israeli violation of the fake peace agreement. We're already, 8, 9, 10 of them already? And it's only going to ramp up. Because they meant it. Trump meant it when he posted that AI video of him and Netanyahu sipping a margarita by the poolside in Gaza, golden statues built to Trump in Gaza, casinos and hotels on the beach, making it a tourist hub. Trump meant it when he said that. He meant it when he tweeted that. He meant it when he pointed out, this is the ultimate goal. Any sort of fucking fake bullshit like this is some long-term peace agreement, no. This is imperialism, this is colonialism, this is genocide, this is ethnic cleansing. And what Trump is doing is trying to whitewash that through his bullshitting characteristics and qualities and his, unique talent of right-wing postmodernism, where he can make up a reality, do a whole bunch of theater, pretend like everything is great. Meanwhile, everything is fucking falling apart, and it's only going to get worse. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.